Hello, welcome back. I'll see if I can finish off the main story for this expansion in this episode. I'll still have my timer going just in case. We can compare notes once the others return. Hopefully they are our next move will become clear. It would seem our conversations were much alike. A looming disaster, creation magics running rampant, and this convocation's effort to bring salvation out of chaos. Chaos! I suppose that was talk of little else in the time when these events came past. I am not a smart man. Audio J, if I may, what are your thoughts on the ancients' art of creation? I checked the recording and then immediately forgot that I checked it, so I checked it again. Fascinating discipline indeed. The mind can conceive may be rendered into reality. All that is required is a clear concept upon which to focus one's will. It was not dissimilar to the primal rites taught by the Asians, wherein the ritual ceremony breaketh life into fragments of myth and legend. I see we arrived at the same conclusion then. The people who lived in the age before the Sundering were blessed with vast reserves of mana. No matter how draining these creation magics must be, it seems they paid the cost with not more than a fraction of the ether which coursed through their own bodies. If we were to attempt the same, such spells would soon deplete our energies and then seek to drain the balance from elsewhere. From a hoard of crystals, mayhap, or from the very land itself. Thus, when this art of creation was placed into our hands, it became, in effect, a means for destruction. An interesting matter which no doubt bears further study, but despite all these revelations, I worry we are no closer to finding Emet-Selch. I don't remember, because I played as a summoner, I don't remember if they actually talk about, like, the summoner class, if you are one, in this. Has anyone learned aught which we might lead us to his location? Not directly, mayhap, but from what we've heard, it seems the convocation of the 14 is sequestered in the nearby Capitol building. When we went to see for ourselves, the attendant wouldn't let us through without a writ of permission. So we tried our luck at the Borough of the Administrative, though we thought these permissions might be issued, but the clerk said he couldn't help us since our names didn't appear in the registry. And that was where we gave up. I wonder, though, Edgar, could you be eligible for one of these writs? The voice in the lift seemed to know who you are. It might be that your name is registered at the Bureau as well. Worth a look, I'd say. Meanwhile, I head back to the capital and search for a less official point of entry, just in case. Pray allow me to accompany thee on thy reconnaissance. An arcane perspective may prove needful. I think I'd like to speak with more of these ancients. Maybe they know something that could help cure Edgar's condition. Would you mind coming with me? Of course, I don't mind. Just lead the way. Then Yashola and I will busy ourselves with further exploration. There is surely more intelligence to be had. And so we part ways once more. This time, however, let us reconvene in front of the capital. Oh. We already got the ETH right there, so might as well use it. A visitor's writ? Yes, I can assist you. Full name, please. Edgar Magic, please wait near the counter while I confirm your details. Gets on counter and waits. Edgar Magic, your application is ready for collection. As your registry was approved by Emmett Selk himself, further forms of identification will not be required. Here are your application documents. Submit them at the Bureau of the Secret, and the clerk will issue you with a visitor's writ for the capital. Can you imagine someone that's a Lalafell Psi having to walk all this way? How tiring that must be. Next, please. Application document requesting permission to enter the capital as a sanctioned visitor. Visiting the capital, are we? Please take a seat. Your name will be called once your application has been processed. He even sits like me when I'm in a chair. May I? You, I think, are from a time beyond ours. Have you followed in the wake of Emmett Selk? Nay, there is no cause for alarm. I am simply a shade here and not here. I know only that my name is Helithidius, and that the city is a recreation, a phantom moment plucked from the well of history. These others seem unaware of their pale existence, but I wonder if Emitselk's mind was distracted when it came to my reconstruction. A stray thought would have been enough. Hethedeus will reveal the truth, for example. We were close friends once, you see. Yet, in spite of my preparations, I play the same role as all the rest. A bit part, meant to bring color and noise to this well-crafted stage. Too much scrutiny, and we shall burst like the fragile bubbles we are. Oh, that's the reason why they disappear. They just pop. They just burst into nothing. Thus, I tell you again, my presence is not to concern you. I wish only to share your company whilst we wait. If you've come this far, then you know of the catastrophe which awaits us on our morrow. The final days, what began as isolated incidents, soon swelled into a world-spanning threat. The Convocation of 14, well, it was 13 at the time, endeavored to create a will of our star. They would repair the fundamental laws of order and halt the spread of destruction. But creation on such a scale required an immense source of power. Of those of us who still lived, nearly half offered up their lives in the name of salvation. Oh, there you go. He went pop. And from their sacrifice, Zodiark was born, just as we had hoped. He reached forth and halted the march of oblivion. Yet, oh how the stars had suffered. So many species lost, the land was blighted, the waters poisoned, and even the wind had ceased to blow. Sound like somebody went to start smashing crystals. Once more did our people give of themselves to Zodiark. Another half of our race sacrificed to cleanse the world, to ensure that trees and grass and myriad tiny lives would sprout and grow and flourish. Up, another one popped. The cycle of life had begun anew, and we reconsidered the means by which we might protect it. The Convocation decided thus: we would nurture our world until it was bursting with vitality, and then, when the time was right, we would offer some portions of its living energy to Zodiark. In return, he would restore to us those brethren whose souls had fed his strength, and together we would resume our role as stewards. There were, however, those who disagreed with this plan. They argued that that enough had been sacrificed to Zodiark, that this new world should belong to the lives newly born. These dissidents surrendered their life energies to the creation of Levelin, incantation, an incarnation of their opposing belief, and for the first time in history, our people stood divided. Now, know you then how this conflict ended. I thought you might. They're all wearing red and black robes for my eyes right now. Emisok has ever been a champion for the will of Zodiac. The original plan may have been set back by millennia, but he will have not abandoned his course. He will pay the price for our return by whatever means is necessary. And though he may carry himself with a certain gibble ease, Emmett Selk is not a man to bear his burdens lightly. In fact, I imagine they have only grown heavier with every passing century. Twas truly a terrible weight he has chosen to carry. Edgar Magic. Oh, the rest of them popped. Seems your turn has come. Pray do not let me keep you. Are we done with the red and black text now? Oh, there was one last thing. You walk with another at your side, yes? Nay, I see no definite form, just the faintest suggestion of a second soul. I doubt it's visible to anyone but me. Otherwise, I assume only you can see and hear this ethereal companion. Your connection is hardly coincidence. In our time, the two of you were one. The color of your souls tell the story, to tell the tale. A hue that distinctive cannot be mistaken, no matter how thin the soul is spread. This is just the kind of fate I might expected for one such as he. Surely Emmett Selk has recognized the hint of him in you. Edgar Magic. Fare you well, my new old friend. May you find what is as you seek. Your visitors writ as requested. When you wish to gain admittance to the capital, please present the document to the attendant within. Ah, my eyes. I do like those colors, but I do not do well with the text. If it was white on black, I would be doing better than red on black. Though I didn't have these problems when I first played this, so I don't know why it's doing it now, though. Hey, where are we missing? Oh, I guess this entire area. Eh. Edgar. Ashel and I have just arrived from an institution the locals call the Academia Andir. Well, from its public offices at least. We thought an Asian place of learning the ideal spot to research your condition, but it seems we lack the credentials to enter the academia proper. Good, you're here. Everyone seems to be present and accounted for. Master Stanford could be best describe our chances of infiltrating the capital. I only hope thine efforts of secure permission were successful. Into the circle! While you were gone so long, I was on the verge of announcing a rescue party. How fare you in your bureaucratic ventures? An official writ of permission granting you entry to the capital as a sanctioned visitor. I see my instincts were correct. And a good thing too, Orionje and I weighed our chances of breaking into the capital, and an official entrance is by far the most attractive option. The capital boasts not a single armed sentry. It would seem that in their time, they did not deem it needful to post guards. The windows and doors, however, appear heavily warded. Though mightily did we strive with strength mundane and magical, we failed to budge them even a fraction of 1 ill. Mayhap it was simply the case that Emmett Selk's recreation did not extend to their usual function. We didn't try everything, of course, but we thought it best to conserve our time and energy for more pressing matters. Speaking of which, Ron and I tried asking about a cure for you. The problem is these ancients didn't exist before Emerauts today. They will happily tell their own tale, but whatever we attempted to explain our situation, the conversation quickly became muddled. What have you, Hector, what ought worthy of interest said during your efforts to obtain a writ? A great sacrifice of life in exchange for their brethren's resurrection. And you say all the Asian scheming has been leading to this? All this time, but if they still mean to enact their plans, then things won't end with the rejoining. I thought we knew their intentions in full, restore the world to its former glory, and in turn empower Zodiac to claim his throne as the will of the star. Yet that was merely a step along the way. I hesitate to put it into words, but we have to assume that following the final rejoining, the Asians mean to draw on the lives of the Source to make their sacrifice to Zodiac. That does seem the most likely scenario. Mayhap those who ally with the Asians would be spared that fate. But what value is there in surviving when all our history, all our struggle will be erased? I cannot consent such an act. Of course not, and that's to say not of what M itself plans for the Exarch's power. Do we stand by and let him threaten our future as well as our past? We need to fight him, Edgar, and when we do, make your mark. Change the course of history in a way that's felt by those who came before and those who came after, by everyone and you've ever met. Change things so that even my other self dying somewhere in the future calamity will smile and say, I knew you would win. Is fighting himself the only way? He created an entire city. It will take everything we have to defeat him, if we even can. And if you push that hard in your current state, the light will break free. The decision is press on lies with you, just as it lies with each and every one of us. Give us Battle Dance. How far from the threat is it? Okay. Before we continue, there is one thing I want to do. Where is it? Let's go to the Doman Enclave. Set his home point. And now on behalf of the Sakai Edgar, I thank you for your support. Much progress has been made on the art owing to Master Tsurugi's guidance. I have no doubt he would enjoy telling you of his triumphs. As it happens, I expect I will soon have wonderful news to deliver to him as well. I should be glad if you were present for it. The reason why I'm doing this is if I do manage to finish this today, like the expansion, I don't want to do this afterwards. I'd rather do it now. Again, we are graced by the warrior's presence, to whom we owe so much. Look, look, it's not a thing of beauty, glorious and splendid. Doesn't look much different than last time we were here. Quick as a flash, the carpenter's work, putting my smiths to shame. But so be it. More time for them to finally use which they have built. Master Tsurugi, Edgar. By the kami, what sorcery is this? The boy hoes in here, but you were for the west on Lady Yugiri's boat. Yours is yours. There we remained for some time, but we are returned at last, Master Tsurugi. All of us. All the refugees who left Revenant's Toll safely arrived not long ago. They are resting from their long journey at present, but you should see them out and about soon enough. Thank you again for helping to secure their passage home. This day has been far too long in coming, and were it not for you, I fear we would still be waiting. I am told you have contributed much to the restoration of the Enclave as well. Truly, my friend, your generosity knows no bounds. Once we have regained our strength, we too shall join in the reconstruction. Much fire in the belly as always, boy, but you and yours need homes, beds upon which to lay down and rest. I'll not see you sleeping in the streets. Take what you need from our materials, Kusukura, and have housing built for our brothers and sisters. It must be done. Yes, of course, as you wish, Master Tsukanaki. I will consult with the Shinsekai and make the necessary arrangements. It is not wonderful, Edgar, how our people care for one another. Construction of the yard is proceeding apace, and while resources have been diverted to provide housing for the returned refugees, all are in agreement that it is for the best. As you continue to contribute to the Shinsekai and the reconstruction effort, in what other ways might the Dome and Enclave grow and change? On behalf of the Shinsekai, Edgar, I thank you for your support. I am pleased to inform you that we have made great strides in our efforts to rebuild the Enclave. Owing to your many contributions, the yard has seen further development. As you continue to contribute to the Shinsekai and the reconstruction effort, and what other ways might the Dome and Enclave grow and change? We're just gonna express how grateful we are to you, Edgar. As you may recall, Master Tsusaraki bade us reallocate resources for the construction of housing for the recently returned refugees. Though they are not yet finished, progress has been most swift, and soon we shall be able to give our brothers and sisters a proper welcome home. Some improvements have also been made to the building behind me. Master Ringi can tell you more if you like. Well met, my friend, well met. It is still not much, I know. A ship is dry dock, only beginning to take shape, and yet, when I look on it, I feel a stirring in my breast. You wonder as to the purpose of yonder building is to serve as a storefront. Of late, the Enclave has seen increased traffic, visitors from near and far. We cannot afford to give them anything less than the best impression, and so I thought to sell decorations and other colorful papercraft. Perchance you are familiar with kazaku. Ah, yes, there is a word you know for this. Pinwheels. Miniature windmills made of paper, and yes. As the wind blows, the little wheels spin, a simple child's pleasure to look on when held in the hand, perhaps, but the sight of many arranged is a rather more grand spectacle. Still, I expect little profit will come from sales to what few customers we receive. Wholesale traders remain the key to our success. The other day, Kosakuru told me that they had a promising lead, but she has yet to give me further details. I cannot help but wonder what sort of individual or concern they are. Master Urgi, Edgar, I have a mind to speak with you both. I have news regarding a concern willing to purchase our paper wholesale. Do you now? What were you discussing the very subject? I know not if you were aware, but we were contacted by the Secretary before we left Eorzea, and on their behalf explained the various avenues by which we might sell paper and papercraft to the merchants of the West. Though in intermediary, we contacted several trading concerns. One rather large and highly successful company expressed an interest in entering into an arrangement. I can say with some confidence that they will do their utmost to ensure that we all profit. Oh, such wonderful news, though I must ask, what is the company in question? Is it successful as you say? Perhaps our Eorzean patron knows it. Bro. Rana's House of Splendors. I should suggest they sell their souls to avoid scent. By the Kami, do not tell me she holds power over you two. What dark secrets would the warrior of life be so desperate to conceal? Any event or reputation notwithstanding, 'twas better to have such a ruthless merchant as an ally rather than a foe, is it not? None will fight more fervently on our behalf, I pray. I suspect there's a story I am not being told. Regardless, we have found a partner, and this is a positive development, yes? Then we shall resume our labors and strive to complete our paper mill as soon as possible. Back to work, everyone. Construction of the art is proceeding apace, and the school is prepared to enter into a contract with Rona's House of Splendors, from which Doma will surely profit. Surely. As you continue to contribute to the Sakai and their construction effort, in which others' ways might the Doman Enclave grow and change. It's rather this or the East Alternate Company. We rather choose this. One man's baldness. Oh, we only... Oh dear. Okay, split. Okay. Okay, inventory. Back to Norvrent, and there. Alright, we can fly here now. Do you remember the talk we had atop the tower in Mortsquawk? I'm still of the same mind now as I was then. I don't abandon you, you don't abandon me. And together we make a difference in this fight. There's always hope if we look for it. I saw it again and again as you tore those veils of light from the sky. If we keep taking the next step forward, there's a chance we'll find a way to save you. So no matter how long it takes or how much it hurts, you can count on me to keep you on walking. Do we gotta talk to each of you? Eh. All three spoke of the disaster we would bring upon our own heads, the ceaseless conflict. Imagine how he would sneer to see what became of the first, not to mention your perilous predicament. And yet, who can deny the fire your deeds have ignited in people's hearts? You achieved what my logic and ideals never could, uniting desperate peoples under the banner of hope and common purpose. Without you, the giant Talos would never have raised its head. I have borne witness to many such miracles at your side. Would do so again. This is but another obstacle in the road. So come, let us travel it. Drag me through wonder and danger, as you are wont to do, and I shall endeavor not to slow you down. As well thou knowest, we are to usher Emet onto his rest. We must need bind his Ascian soul and then shatter it with overwhelming force. The former task requireth Asurite, and such I prepared upon the exarchs, asking no less, though 'twas ever mine intent to provide said boon. The future was our noble friend doth hail is a world fallen to Ascian artifice, and he would not see such grim history repeated. I sense Emet destruction will be the accumulation of the exarch's efforts, a reward for all he hath endured these many years. Yet, even as thou strideth into the jaws of peril, forget not but that his fondest wish, and that of many others, besideth, it is to see thee survive unto the morrow. 'Twas in pursuit of that happiest of outcomes that I do pledge to remain at thy side. Our time in the First has been a never-ending succession of trials, as arduous as our path in the Source ever was. Yet all our journeys together, through that deep and foreboding wood, you have helped me to stay true to my convictions. Thus would I return the favor. Do as your heart decrees, without hesitation or regret, and that is all I will say on the matter. Well, this has been put everyone in a solemn mood, hasn't it? Honestly, we're not even sure this will be the end of it. But I suppose we should speak our minds when we have the opportunity. You taught me that much in Amarang. So forgive me this moment of sentiment, Edgar, but dragging me into this sorry mess, you've given me the chance to think and act as I should have, for Reen's sake. Words cannot express how much this has changed my life, or how grateful I am for your support. So I shall express my gratitude through action instead. No matter where you decide to go, I will be there, guarding your back. When Manphilia entrusted me with her power, she warned me that no matter how strong you become, you can still fall victim to despair. You can still feel powerless. And she was right. After you collapsed at Mount Gulag, my hands wasn't stopped shaking. If I made a mistake, if I failed to bind the light within you, I was terrified you would die. Even now, you could be moments from turning, and I wouldn't know how to save you. You, Thancred, the others, you have all been there when I needed help. Manphilia surrendered her life to me, her legacy. I should be ready to do the same for you. And I want to. I do. But I'm not good enough. She told me to follow your example, and I've tried. I've really tried. I'm not asking to be saved. I shouldn't. Fate can be cruel, but a smile better suits a hero. We must all keep looking forward like the heroes who never gave up hope for this world. I'm not sure who you... Actually, never mind. I think the answer might be different for all of us. No, nothing will come of brooding here in self-pity. I made my decision, Edgar. I'm going with you. Just doing a check to make sure the recording's recording. I don't really care if my voice isn't recording. I'm just making sure the video is recording with the game audio. If my voice just suddenly cuts out, it's really no loss to the video. If anything, it might be a game. Welcome to the capital. All visitors must present an official writ of permission before admittance will be granted. Your document appeared to be in order. You may proceed into the capital, but any guests you may choose to bring with you must remain in your vicinity at all times. Goodbye.
This really is unacceptable. I gave you very specific instructions.
Emmett Sulk.
My invitation was for an abomination, ripe with the power to bring about the world's annihilation. Not this half-broken thing. Whatever am I to do with you? And I see you insist on keeping the same familiar company. Are you so lost without them?
It is not he who is lost without the familiar. Not content with remaking an entire city, you aim to fill it with the reconstituted souls of the dead.
I may have gotten a little carried away in my attention to detail, added a few unnecessary flourishes. Well, there's no point trying to hide it. Yes. Once the rejoining of worlds is complete, Zodiac will regain his full strength and shatter his prison. Then we shall offer up the Source's remaining inhabitants in sacrifice, that we might resurrect our brethren who died to bring Zodiac into existence. But what was it that you came here to do exactly? Well, you can't have him. The wisdom that man guards may open up new worlds of possibilities. He has unlocked the secrets of travel across the rift, and through time as well, it would seem. Quite an accomplishment for one of his incomplete nature. I must explore the limits of his capabilities, and harness that power for the Ardor. Even now, after everything, you refuse to see reason. You think it unfair that you are subject to suffering? That your lives will be sacrificed for the Ancients? Look at me! I have lived 1,000 of your lives. I have broken bread with you. Fought with you, grown ill, grown old, sired children, and yes, welcomed death's sweet embrace. For eons have I measured your worth and found you wanting. Too weak and feeble-minded to serve as stewards of any star! Have your recent spats with Vorthri and his Sin Eaters taught you nothing? Have you not learned that your ignorance and frailty beget only endless misery? How long do you mean to perpetuate this farce? How much more must I endure your bumbling interference? Let us imagine that the laws of reality are again undone and the world faces true annihilation. Do you honestly believe that half your number would sacrifice themselves to save the other? Of course they wouldn't! And if you had witnessed history unfold as I have, you would reach the same conclusion. You cannot be entrusted with our legacy. I will bring back our brethren, our friends, our loved ones. The world belongs to us, and us alone.
Emmett Selk! We understand, truly, but it makes no difference. The ones you love are in the past, while ours are here in the present. One day, we too will be ashes and dust, but not today. Our time is not yet finished. We share your conviction, and that is why we will not abandon our course.
You think us the same? You think your tattered soul of equal worth to those I lost? Then come. Earn your place. Prove yourselves worthy to inherit this star. Behold the coming oblivion. 'Twas the end of our era and the beginning of our great work. A fitting backdrop for your final judgment. I shall wait within, but do not spend too much time on your preparations. There's no telling how much longer the guest of honor will last.
Okay. We're not taking you, Alpha, no. Get in, Orion J.
Not yet sealed.
And let's see how bad the drops are this time around.
Welcome to the final days of Amarant. The fabric of our star began to fray, and the unchecked energies of creation begat malformed beasts. Just as prayer gives rise to primaries, our dread made manifest our deepest fears. hand buckled. The cities burned. The waters ran red with blood.
Prepare yourself!
Yet this is far from the worst of it. Come, and I will show you. Just a little further. And you will see the end of a world.
Together we shall overcome this.
protect me.
You underestimate me!
We saw we had to weave its laws anew. Between us and our goal loomed a final misbegotten fiend.
Time for the weird-looking Sphinx. Yep. We're gonna be here for a while.
My thanks.
There'll be nothing left of you but a smoking crater.
Oh, only one death. A lot better than the first time I ever fought that thing. I do not do well where I can fall off. If I can fall off, I probably will. And let's see what we get. Aiming. So we only got one thing.
Well, well, you prevailed. Nevertheless,
Your performance was underwhelming, and I remain unconvinced of your worth. Oh, you tower of your misbegotten ilk, no doubt. But should I bring my full strength to bear, well, you would be as leaves in the wind. The gulf between us is a reflection of the disparity between the world as it was and what it has become.
Our worlds may not live up to your lofty standards, but they are our worlds, our homes, full of life and love and hope. And we won't stand by and let you destroy them!
Alizé!
You are a mistake. For we who have known perfection, the shattered source of these shards are ghastly mockeries of the true world. The ephemeral lives you exalt are pale imitations, utterly devoid of meaning.
Belittle us all you like, but we will rise again and again, and give the lie to your insults through word and deed. We define our worth, not the circumstances of our creation.
more prattle.
Fool. Who are you? No one. Nothing. Once I have reclaimed my heritage, my first act will be to expunge your stain from history's weave. My world will have no need for heroes. Still fighting the good fight.
It is true that all we hold dear is fated to fade away, but that is no reason for us to forsake it.
To take what steps we may, and thus mark the road for those who would follow. To strive for the best of all futures. Be this not also thy purpose?
Do not presume to speak of my future. And you? Why waste your final moments in futile defiance? Weary wanderer, you've no fight left to fight, no life left to live. You see, the light will not be denied. Surrender to your fate, and let the transformation take you.
Rise up in madness and fury. Devour the vermin infesting the land which is rightfully ours. Now, Reed! Now!
Fight it. You have to hold on.
If you had the strength to take another step, could you do it? Could you save our worlds? Take it. We fight as one.
This world is not yours to end. This is our future. Our story.
No, it can't be. That trick of the light. You are a broken husk, nothing more. How can you hope to stand against me alone?
We stand together!
How... I'm surprised you can stand at all.
I could not well leave matters half finished. Let expanse contract, eon become instant. Champions from beyond the rift, heed my call!
Damn you all! Very well. Let us proceed to your final judgment. The victor shall write the tale, and the vanquished become its villain. But come, let us cast aside titles and pretense, and reveal our true faces to one another. I am Hades, he who shall awaken our brethren from their dark slumber.
Okay. Recording's working. Oh well. So let's get this. Oh. I guess we could just sit here and enjoy the music until the thing pops.
Show me your vaunted strength, and I shall expose the lie of your fragmented existence. conscience. It's only I shall end this fight. What will become of it all? What will become of our dreams? Our desire?
Infernal strength!
Now! Strike with all thy might!
Turn to sender. You and your world of light.
Remember. Remember us. Remember that we once lived.
It's over. Emmett Selk is no more.
More importantly, how do you fare?
How the fuck is there a blue sky above us? At the bottom of the ocean.
What dost thou see?
His ether. It is as it used to be. As a disciple of Zodiac, the Ascian was the darkness to your light. I can but assume that when you set your strength against his, the light within you was spent.
No, it's more than that. Under the strain of that incredible flood of ether, your soul had begun to break apart. Yet now it seems somehow restored. I tried to help you before the battle, but Emmett Selk stopped me. So, how did you... exactly what did you... Can you tell us what happened?
Points at Axe. Axe happened. So is that axe just crystallized ether then there? Oh, nope, there it goes.
I see.
Good thing we gotta have 3.5 healers.
Where to start?
With a bath.
I believe I owe you all an apology. And you, most especially. Well, 'tis good to be awake.
So those mad souls dove straight into the ocean over there, did they?
All I could see from here was the whale, Master Chai.
'Twas surely Alphino and those friends of his. They did something heroic, mark my words. You need only look up there for proof of that.
As you say, my love.
Oh yeah, we never did think of a way to how to get
Sure
back.
to be back. Any moment now. Any moment.
We got a way to go there, but we never thought of how to get back. Yeah.
They are coming back, aren't they? I couldn't bear the thought of...
There, dear. Everything will be all right.
There, look! Over there, over the beach!
This is what happens when we don't think things through.
Greetings! You all right?
Welcome back!
We're missing Orionju.
I didn't think we'd be swimming the whole way back. Heavens. Heavens. Take me.
Alphino! Oh, hells.
Or you'd be lucky like Edgar and just wash shorts if actually swimming.
Wait! Where's Orionje?
He must have fallen behind.
Have you checked the rocks behind you?
But shouldn't we look for him?
He'll wash up sooner or later.
For the love of Alphino!
Welcome back, dear ones!
Oh yeah, I guess we could have called on them to get us back.
And thus did salvation come to the first.
Why didn't we do that?
The lamps of Amarot will fade along with Emet-Selk's enchantments, and the depths shall be as once they were. Mount Gulg will one day fall, and the Talos below yield to wind and rain. This tale, too, will fade with time, passing into legend as the world heals and moves on.
Oh, there's Orionje! He's just in the corner, face down in the water. Maybe we should move him out of the water. He was on the left side corner, just face down in the water. Oh yeah, whatever happened to those two? It's been a while since we had a Meanwhile and Mahogany.
As ether obeys the cycle, as death and decay gives way to new life, so too do the memories we share inspire others to rise to greatness. For we who walk before may lead those who walk after. Your road goes ever on, as does your story, as does your legacy. Such is the hero's lot, to touch the lives of countless others.
Oh, they're still trapped here.
Excuse me? You're the Warrior of Darkness, aren't you? Where are you from, really? And how did you get to be so strong?
Well, that was the main story for Shadowbringers. This one, I like Shadowbringers a lot. It's one of my favorite expansions so far. Actually, when I first played Final Fantasy XIV, back when I first picked it up before I actually came back and started playing more, Shadowbringers was out for a little bit. It was before Endwalker came out. But I only played for the first 10 levels, and I only played it for a day. It wasn't until like a year later, after Endwalker came out and everything, that I started playing. Again. But yeah. And within that same month, I started recording. I think that's how it was. Let me just... No, that's conversations. Okay. Yeah. Endwalker... I played this a few months before Endwalker came out. But yeah, the same year Endwalker came out, I actually picked up Final Fantasy XIV. But it was before it came out, because I played it for the first 10 levels, and then a year later, I came back to this, and then I played it all the way through, the rest of the way through in a month. During that month, I started recording this. Recording Edgar, and now it's been over a year. And we finally got all the way through, we got through the main story of Shadowbringer. So yeah. All that leaves left now is the post-story Shadowbringers and main story Endwalkers, because I won't be doing post-story Endwalker with Edgar. And yeah, I'll just leave you all with the credits. I didn't know he was part bard. Or did he just steal Rondere's? They stopped showing pictures because they never expected anyone to watch the credits this far. Huh. Or maybe they just ran out of pictures. Oh, I guess I'll take a nap. Wake me when the credits are over. Pandora, the credits aren't over yet. I forgot to make it go faster. I don't want scrolling text. What happened to Pandora's eye? Oh, we're not gonna do Eden or the your Hob one. Huh. I knew the knights blessed were among the revelers, but the Christorian was so crowded, I thought it safe to speak my true name. Paru and Narni's elk were gripped with panic, as you may recall. This customary not to reveal one's true name outside of family and ceremony. Yet, when I hurried to explain that all present were like family, I was greeted with an outpouring of tears. An emotional people, the blessed. It would seem I don't know my own limits. I had thought to push on till dawn, but my body had other plans. Still, I did enjoy the carousing while it lasted. Even I need to forget my cares every now and then. What I don't need is to wake up to Alphino smirking at my bedside. He said my face was a rare sight while I slept. Gods, I hope I wasn't drooling. It would seem that the city celebrated long into the night. Not that I would know, after embarrassing as it to admit. I woke to find myself in the infirmary, having apparently collapsed from exhaustion. Viking pride was somewhat soothed by the sight of Alize asleep in the bed next to mine. She must have been just as weary. Long has it been since I've seen her face so peaceful in repose. It was a rare, tranquil morning, made unforgettable by the sight of those clear blue skies. The ending to this tale hath been a joyous one indeed. Myriad were the lessons learned, yet there is one of the in particular import. It is imperative that I master magics to grant my feet purchase upon the water, or else allow me to part the seas at will. I must need visit Bismarck in due course and scrub his teeth in thanks. Mayhap the airy art of the fairy well might be imparted to mortal men. We shall see, we shall see. People came from alms around to join the festivities, but most seemed to have stumbled home by now. Even so, I dare say Novrent will echo to the sound of clinking mugs for some while yet. I thought to indulge in a low reverie myself last night until Ryanje began to list all the names of my drunken conquests. I ended up drinking water. Oh, Edgar, are you well? No electrics? To my eyes, you seem completely healed. It really is a miracle. Speaking of happy surprises, I was amazed to see the crowd that greeted our return. I haven't realized just how many people we met along the way. And did you see their smiles right then and there? I vowed to do whatever I could to keep that joy from fading. I already talked to you.
By your deeds has the blinding light been banished from these skies, and the Sin Eaters driven to retreat. Although our many hurts will be years in the mending, I have faith that this world and her people will one day be whole once more. With no rejoining in prospect, the Source need no longer fear the coming of an 8th umbral calamity.
So let's focus.
And with that triumph, the future from which you came will no longer come to pass. Yet here you still stand.
Actually, now that we think about it, if you did disappear, how the fuck we would have gotten these guys back? And if the Crystal Tower disappeared, how would Edgar get back?
So I do. I wonder if that other age continues onward somehow, cut adrift from time's flow. Or have I simply etched myself a place upon this new block of history? Either way, this is an unexpected development. As the summoner of your souls, my death was meant to release you back to your world. Yet I am very much alive, and you are still stuck here in the First.
Oh, they would have been able to go free, but what about Edgar?
I believe I speak for us all when I say that we are happy to postpone our return if it means your life is spared. We will seek out another way.
Actually, isn't this the first time anyone's done anything like this?
Besides, I never had any intention of rushing home. There are people here I still need to thank, and this means I might actually have time to do so.
Yet we dare not neglect our comrades in the Source. Mistress Tataru, to name but one, will be most anxious to know how things stand with us.
So, you'll just have to make the journey alone for the moment. Be sure and give a full report to our fellow scions, will you? Oh, and we'd also appreciate any news you can bring us from back home.
Then I see no reason to delay. I can open the path from here.
I imagine we each have matters demanding our attention, so let this be a farewell for us all. Send word when you've resummoned our friend. Oh, and do try to ensure he arrives within the city next time.
Of course. I shall strive for utmost accuracy. No strange forests or unplanned passengers, I promise.
I'm a little relieved, to be honest. I would have been terribly lonely if everyone had suddenly disappeared. But I understand that you have to go. Safe journey, warrior of darkness. I hope to see you again soon.
Just a moment while I attune the portal. Then you can be on your way. When I was a boy, many long years ago, I yearned to stand tall as the heroes of Eld. But like a fool seeking to pluck the stars from the heavens, my every attempt to reprise their deeds fell short. And then one day, an all but forgotten dream from my youth stood before me in the flesh. A hero who looked at the horizon and beyond and saw I knew not what. All I knew was that I would give anything to stand at that hero's side. Would that it was so easy. The glory of the heavens was ever beyond the grasp of those who never thought to reach for it. But if I have gained anything from all of this, it is the courage to stretch out my hand. Do you hear me, Grahatia? This is no time for sleeping.
Oh god, he teleported us to Garlemald! Oh, we're just going to teleport immediately inside the Imperial Palace. Oh, how that's going to be funny.
To the west gate. I want to know what's happening there.
Same as the others. Struck down with a single blow. An unfortunate day to draw guard duty. Forgive me. These were your people.
We took advantage of this slaughter to slip into the palace. 'Tis not for me to grieve them. That was the Emperor. Wait! Oh. Your Radiance!
Gaius, you've missed your part in this, I'm afraid.
Identify yourself, demon!
You were hoping for the Ascian? The Craven shed this skin and fled, rather than face me. A pity. I was looking forward to crossing blades with myself. But I cannot deny the feeling of satisfaction. Body and soul reunited at last.
What now? The game continues, but the pieces have changed.
Only if we trust in a paragon's words. A mistake I do not intend to repeat. Gaius!
He speaks the truth. Elidibus is gone. Tore a hole into the rift. Xenos, my foolish, greedy son. Was a second life not enough? Was the Empire too rich a prize to ignore? True freedom for our nation, our people, will never be won by a spoiled princeling. The burden of this throne is beyond you.
'Tis you, father, who have struggled with this burden. Simply holding the Empire together has occupied your limited faculties. But you may take comfort in knowing that I have no intention of pursuing your tedious agenda. Nor am I interested in ruling over the Empire's lands. I came only to remove that which ruins my sport. I will not have my prey stolen by your petty wars and cowardly weapons.
You would kill me just for that.
I need no other reason. Any and all who interfere with my hunt will not do so twice! I heard the Ascians speak of Zodiac and Eidolon. Even the will of this star is but a construct of our own making. We shall gorge upon their strength, and then, my friend, our contest shall begin anew.
Xenos!
Okay. We're doing, I wonder what's taking so long to load. But, Edgar, is it really you? But how when you didn't think you'd be back for... We didn't think you'd be back for ages. Right, so it does. The reports you had delivered by that excitable little pixie said as much. As for the situation on this side, the Imperials are still eyeing our forces from afar. From what I'm told, the Garland armies have been slow to react and seem reluctant to commit to any large-scale engagement. It's an odd sort of stalemate. Otherwise, we've yet to see any signs of that awful Black Rose weapon we were warned about. Oh, but I suppose we did call in an old friend to help out on that count. Krile and I had a terrible time tracking him down, though it will be worth it to see the look on your face when you find out who it is. Anyway, I was just about to make contact with this helper of ours, and then confirm the latest news from the front. Might you fancy having a rest here while I do? The Warrior of Light, back where he belongs, just as if nothing had happened. Though you do seem different somehow, you'll have to tell me all about your adventures when we have, next we have a spare moment. Until then, welcome back. Alright, the only difference she sees is Edgar has more accessories, different accessories on now. Oh great, now we're on the moon. Oblivion has claimed him. Emiselk gone, La Habrea gone. I alone remain, the last of the unbroken. Once more I am moved to reevaluate the potential of these tattered souls. Xenos, never did I dream that you could overpower me so completely, possessed as I was of your body and all its uncanny strength. And now that I have shared with you the truth of this world and its reflections, who can predict how events will unfold? Not I. Emissary, what a poor jest that title has become. The flow of history has become muddied, its currents wild beyond my capacity to direct them. You have wrested the advantage, Heidelin. The thieving hands of your disciples tighten their grip on our star. The origins of the world remain hidden, and its inhabitants ignorant of their broken existence, just as you and your creators desired. They celebrate the gift of imperfect life, uncaring, unknowing as we weaken and fade. But do not imagine yourself rid of us. Though your champion has indeed proven the most egregious obstacle to our ascendance, a barbed thorn in my side, he may yet be removed and cast into the abyss. Oh yes, it can be done. It will keep these heroes mired in the first, and victory will be ours at the last. Warrior of Darkness now, are they? Then their fate is decided. They shall meet the same end as those who came before. Death at the hands of warriors of light. Okay, now where are we? Oh, we're at the empty. It seems you were right. Yes, there is something out there. But it would mean crossing malms and malms of this infernal emptiness, which is rather unhealthy for living creatures as I understand it. Even were we to restrict ourselves to brief forays, I don't like to imagine the effects it would have on our ether. But you still want to go, don't you? We may have saved the world, but we haven't reclaimed it. When you put it that way, what choice do we have? Well, of course, I'm going with you. That's what family is for, isn't it? Come, let's head back and prepare for this mad journey of yours. Thank you, Thangrid. Yeah, we're not doing that raid. Your blazing skies give way to gentle night. What hand can end the war of dark and light? You can now use the trust system, which is you could go back and do the duties with selected avatars. Now access to accept new quests from job-related NPCs in the source. In order to access them, the following conditions to be met. Given job. Complete the relevant level 70 job quests. Complete the quest line. Quest locations. Additional now become available in the Crystorium. Restwell, Warrior of Light and Darkness. For 2 worlds awaits your return. Oh, we got Hades card. Neat. And that'll be it for this episode. It's been a long episode, but here we are. And I'll see you all in the next.